From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you here live and in charge for the Asphalt Outlaws Racing Series here at Dover. The Monster Mile back in action for us this week as qualifying still finishes up for these phenomenal drivers, and it's going to be a ton of fun. I love Dover. We all know that. We saw a fuel strategy race kind of work its way in the other day, so I'm pretty excited about that, and I'm pretty excited about all of it. These drivers are ready to go. They're going to lock it up, and you know, just kind of the way it goes. Let's take a look at the upcoming race information on your screen. There it is. 130 laps on the 1 mile track, the Monster Mile, as miles is the track too tough to tame, of course. The innuendo that we love so much from the old NASCAR circuit. Right now, the track temperature 102 degrees at qualifying, air temperature at 70 degrees, 35% humidity, cloudy skies, so that'll play a factor into the corners as things start to progress forward. 5-mile-an-hour wind. Let's see, 67% fuel. There's going to have 4 sets of tires, 1 fast repair. Using the stock setup from iRacing. You see Tyler Beverly getting out there and doing his thing. Big special thank you for the Butt Kicker qualifying session here. Go to thebuttkicker.com. Go to and check out the whole new setup, whole new line of products that they have out there. And feel what you've been missing at Butt Kicker. Use promo code AOR20. That's Alpha Oscar Romeo. The number 2, the number 0, AOR20 at checkout. Save 20% off and yourself some good stuff out there. You know what I mean? What you've been missing. I love their stuff. Hello, bros. Youngstown's #1 Facebook podcast every Tuesday and Thursday at 8:30 p.m. You can't check them out if you're not watching me, but you can check them out afterwards as well. Go to the Facebook page. Absolutely great information from those drivers, from those fine individuals. So go check them out and make sure that you take care of them. Big Hoss Motorsports in the house as well. See Tyler Beverly get to pit road there. Gets down. You have to get down to it's 35, 40 miles an hour. It's absolutely insane. The Winning Bid Diecast auctions as well here for the series. That is one of the fantastic Facebook pages that you're going to see in the link. All the description for the sponsors are in the link, except for I think I didn't put the Butt Kicker in there. But either way, thebuttkicker.com. All one word. We love it. We love to see it. So, Caleb, thank you for the like. Thank you for the 50 stars. Appreciate you very much out there. Josh, thank you for the like out there as well. Play TV, thank you very much as well for liking the stream. Jesse, thank you for the share. Tyler Beverly, thank you for the share out there. Appreciate you as always. As these drivers are going to be finishing up their driver meeting and doing what they do out there. Thank you to another 10 weeks with the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. I love their podcast. Absolutely have been just a good mix for me because I really like their content and I love what they do, and I listen to them on Spotify. They release every Friday morning, so good opportunity. They just released a new episode today. Need to go check them out. I listen to them on Spotify. You can find them on iHeartRadio, Apple, iTunes, Google Podcast, all that stuff out there. So make sure you go check them out. And yeah, it's going to be fun. Good to see you all out there. Hopefully you've had a fantastic week. It is the weekend. TGIF out here for some iRacing content. And as they get things ready to rock and roll, I'm gonna B-roll our commercials one more time, and I'll be right back with you.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, The nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Sunday afternoon, gonna have the Outcast Racing League back out there as well. Big special thank you to roastedgems.com. They just, if you followed their Twitter, they just gave away some hats and some stickers and some stuff out there. Absolutely wonderful, wonderful company. I enjoy their coffee that I ordered from them straight to my doorstep. And for my first order, I used that promo code that they gave me for 10% off. That was BZ20. And I should have ordered a bunch more because I tell you what, they've got some pretty darn good flavors out there. And I absolutely enjoy it. It's what I put in my coffee cup every day. I switched from the daily Folgers to the Roasted Gems. And I like it. Roastedgems.com. And get your favorite flavor out there. Jesse, thank you for the like out there. Appreciate you as well. Doing all the good things out there. That's the Duck Press Media Solutions Truck Series. You're going to see that Strictly Stock Sunday afternoon. Enjoying that series. They're having a pretty darn good latter part of the season and enjoying what they're doing here. Qualifying is going to be finished up. We're going to go over the starting order, and we're going to have some fun. Definitely going to have some fun. Let's take a look at it right here. Mark Beverly's going to be your pole sitter. Everybody in the series has been chasing down Mark, and somebody's going to have his number. Somebody's going to do it. He's been fast. He's been super fast. And here at Dover, 130 laps, the 40-lap stage, that's going to be it's going to be tight racing. I think that we're going to see some good things. I really do. Jesse Wise is going to be your outside pole sitter. Nick Lawrence back in the mix. He's going to have Joey Mines out there in the number 4 spot that are 24 ready to work. Dougie Higgins Jr. has been improving every single week, and it's good to see that driver out there again. He's going to be inside of Haas Beverly there in row number 3. Bill Hales, we know Mr. Hales. He is Bill is gonna put Melanie's truck in victory lane very soon. I see it happening. I don't know. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but he's gonna do it on my stream very soon. Will Reinl is going to be there in that 8th spot to his outside. Caleb Patton, Kevin Winker will be in row number 5. Rich Holland, the spicy man himself, hashtag spicy out there. Saw that in the early going in the chat. Thank you so much for doing that, Josh. Appreciate you, Joshua Brock, out there in the mix and in the chat. Thank you, sir. He's going to have David Smith to his outside as we roll the grid down. Jesse Calloway, the number 9. Tyler Beverly rolls out 14th. Mike Miller and Pat Baldwin will be there in row number 8. Good to see Pat back out in the mix. Cody should be running the numbers today. He likes Dover. We'll see what he does, as Eric Hagel is supposed to be to his outside as well. Nathan Dahl and Keith Prince will make up the final row as we get ready to rock and roll. Smooth sounds of iRacing. Should be getting back to have the iRacing, the Sounds of iRacing sponsor once again. That should be coming up here pretty soon. Do love it. It's going to be fun. Liking it. Tommy, thank you very much. Tommy Sherry Wise, good to see you. Rob Van Ness giving us a like out there on Facebook as well. Thank you so much. Folks, we're live on all 3 platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. And hopefully you're watching on one of the platforms going, you know what, this guy is absolutely amazing. You reach up, you hit that like button, you hit the notification bell, and you let everybody know that you're watching us over here and helping us grow and doing what you do to be the best community for me. The iRacing community appreciates you. These drivers appreciate you. And of course, and always, I will always say that Signature Esports has the best iRacing community out there and the best broadcasting community out there as well. Very big goals for this year And there's lots of things that I want to accomplish, and we're going to try to do that over the course of the summer. The summer months, of course, the busiest months for me here where I live, so I'm going to be looking forward to it. All right, pace truck's in. Dover's about to get busy. Full send. 3 black waves. 24 drops into the corner. Mine's not wasting any time behind Nick Lawrence. Mark Beverly had a great start to the race right there. Inside line had a better line. Jesse had that opportunity there. I think he might be saving something here because Joey dropped straight into the corner right behind him. Dougie trying to make it work. Here's that Ford style Ford F-150. Right now inside the top 5. Only one Ford, 2 Chevys and 2 Toyotas. It goes Chevy, Toyota, Chevy, Toyota. And then the Ford Haas Beverly and a 4-wheel Rhino and a Ford as well. As the Bronco 13 leads lap 3. Smooth sailing as they go. Beverly with the fastest lap of the race by 3/100ths of a second over Nick Lawrence. Nick's still stuck in the draft back here, still trying to make it work. That right side's going to be huge. Bill up into the wall right there. 77's going to be down there as well. And a caution's going to come out. I saw Bill get the wall right there. A little inside damage and some outside damage and some right side. Like Melanie's M&H. Melanie's photography. There's Melanie Hales in the back. Like the changes that they've been making to the old Hales mobile. First caution, Josh, thank you for the share. Appreciate you. Much love to you. Appreciate you very much. And caution comes out. Kind of looks like this. Speak highly of Bill. Bill's right there. Oh, truck gets out of the... Ooh, who's that got out of the gas in front of him? Right here. It's the 42 of Kevin Winker. Kevin rolled the bottom line very nicely there. Here, let's just go back just a little bit. Come on now. So he's side by side with the 53 of Bill Hales. Kevin there to the inside. Drops in the corner, trying to make the pass, trying to be clear, trying to make it clear, not clear yet. 53's right there. For whatever reason, he was out of the gas. 53 was right there, second lane. And out of the corner here. Whoop. He wasn't trying to run him over. But Bill gets out of it, into the wall, into the 27. Caleb's able to minimize that damage. And then, of course, Bill Hales behind him gets the worst of it. 77 of Mike Miller here. Whoop. Into the back of the 9 of Jesse Calloway. These things happen. Dave Lyon, thank you for the like out there. Appreciate you very much. Appreciate all of you. You're all amazing. Fast repair in the bag for Mr. Bill Hales. Mark Beverly. Mark Miller. Mike Miller as well, I do believe. I think he went ahead and took it. He is driving a familiar paint scheme for me. It looks just like another driver drives a Gravedigger paint scheme. I do like the Gravedigger paint scheme. Oh, man. Mark Beverly, your race leader here. Nick Lawrence is in second. Joey Mines in third. As the inside-outside work is going to have to happen. Jesse Wise behind is going to have a better restart here to be able to carry that corner nicely. Bill Hales came in. He's going to be in 12th. Mike Miller again, part of that issue that happened. Not really big caution right there. But something to look at. Strictly stock. Looking forward to great. Hey, it's going to be a great race. Good. Thank you, Cody. I appreciate you out there on Twitch. He's one of the guys that got the hats. Paolo, big ol' thank you very much. Hey, I was just on their website just a little while ago, and I reached out to order a hat. I'm going to have to do that, and I didn't get the chance to do it yet. I'm going to do that. I'm actually going to do that at the end of this race, because I'm a hat guy. Those who've seen my personal streams when I get out there in game, I'm a big hat guy. Done for the season. Missed too many races due to in real life. Hope we're good. Yeah, you're good, Pat. Or not Pat. No, Pat's in the race. No, you're good. You're good, man. That was a whole different set of circumstances, and things happen. You know, things happen for a reason. I was supposed to go back and broadcast the NECRL, and I was waiting on something to be good to be able to do that, and that came after this last race, and so I didn't get out there and broadcast. There's lots of things that we got to make sure that we're doing to be good. I know that folks think that I have a lot of personal issues with folks. I don't. A lot of this is all about professionalism and what I do here. I am good with folks. You know, if I have an issue, you'll know, and that's what folks, you know, just try to understand that. I care about the community more than anything, and I care about being treated fairly, just like everybody else does. You know, we love what we do, and I love seeing everybody get back out there and race, and I'm very happy to see the races continue. That's what I care about. 13, 18, 24, 41, 17. I don't like drama either. Don't like it. Lord knows I've been in my fair share in my life. I don't need any more. However, I think Mark might have had just a little bit of a lead on that stint. He's a little bit spicy right now. The track temperature is a really big factor here. Turn 4, turn 2, the notorious turns here for the drivers. Bill Hales, is he done? Did he park it? No, sir. Don't park it. I think he's out of the race. 13, 18, 24, 41, 17. That's going to be your top 5. Mark getting faster, 23-18. We should see over the course of this race as the track cools. We'll see that 22-9. I do think that'll happen. Nick Lawrence in second. Dougie Higgins Jr. closing down some distance. He got around Joey Mines behind as Will Rhino in fifth here as Ford starts to poke his nose inside the top 3. That's where he's at in third. Up 2 spots. Biggest mover of the race is Keith Prince in the 3 truck. David Smith into 10, rolling the corner. It's going to be a fast race, 130 laps, pretty decent here. Josh, you're going to get a new rig in a couple of months. Back is starting to hurt just sitting in your chair. Oh, I absolutely. Debating on track racer next level. So I've heard good things about both, and it depends on what you want to spend. I don't know, man. It won't let you stay. I'm gonna click in the chat, and then if you're on your phone, click in the middle chat, and then click on your profile. If you've liked and followed on your personal one, on both of them, you can switch your account. Just so you know, that's how I have to do it. Because I get out there and I like things as myself, and or I get in there and chat as myself, but I make sure to like the signature as well. So I'll get in there and chat a signature as well too. Make sure you do that, folks. Appreciate everybody. Thank you for the shares, my man. Thank you to everybody out there. You're all amazing. Swear to it, everybody's the best community. Pat Baldwin, I've had folks ask me, why do this? And it's literally, yes, you can make a little extra, little in your pocket to do this, but realistically, work that even over the course of what I need to do with this. Woo, side-by-side racing, 45, a little spicy there. 30 of Nathan Dahl trying to make it work. He gets around the 45 of Tyler Bevel. Keith Prince in third, or in 14th. He was up 9. Now he's back to 14th here. He's up 6 still. Jesse Calloway working his way back around. Little left rear damage on the PBR machine. Franny's Farm. I do like it. Kevin Winker off 2 from the start of the race. But he'll start to make that work. Dave Smith, side-by-side with the 77. It's hard to be on the outside on the corner exit because you literally have to maintain that throttle, and by if you can't, then you pretty much just kind of work your wheel. You have to kind of throw it into the corner. 9 catching up to the pace here as Jesse Calloway throws it to the inside of the 67. David Smith falling back just a few spots. Maybe just trying to work some things out here. Up 5 is Mike Miller, Caleb Patton in 27, and Haas off 2, but he's still trying to make it work. Jesse Wise trying to get back to second here. This might be a long haul kind of race for him. They'll go to the stage and try to make that work. Joey off 2 from the start. Mr. Holland, he is spicy as ever. Second lane from the Tabasco driver, egg shaping the corner. That is the line that you typically see the trucks and the Cup cars. Xfinity pretty much low line this thing all the way around it. But the trucks, they tend to egg shape here. So that's what you're seeing out of Rich Holland here as he's on the backstretch. Turn 1 and turn 2, a little busy. 3 and 4. Low line exit for the 35. Closing in on the 17 of Will Rhino. Fastest driver on the racetrack right now, still the race leader. Mike Miller's trying to put a dent into that, but Mark has got it. 0.8 of a second. Nick Lawrence in second right now in that Toyota. Got that little, do like his Mobil 1 paint scheme. I do like that. I'm digging the fact that a lot of drivers are starting to utilize some of the matte spec maps mixed with some of the painted letters, you know, trying to make their trucks and cars a little bit different. I like the matte. It shows up really well for the simulator, but you know, kind of like some of the other stuff as well. So it's all good stuff. That's right. Keep that view line. Good to see you out there, Josh. Joshua Brock out there saying hashtag Spicy Helen. Keep that right front on it. He got a care package from Tabasco. I love it. It's amazing. Cheryl, thank you very much for the like out there. Much love to you. Appreciate you on Facebook. You're an absolute gem of a person. Mark out front. Nick closed down some time, though. One and 2 are Nick Lawrence's are favoring Nick. 3 and 4 are favoring Beverly. Maybe the exit of 4 is what favors Nick Lawrence. But 1 and 2 is where he was closing down some of that. Watch the exit off 2 here. That relative, it's a little bit closer each time. Second lane, trying to egg shape. The difference is Mark's doing the same thing, and he's got that grip pack special running, aka skill. 25-29 on the old iRating, A-Class 3.54 for the safety rating. We've watched him go in and out of his, go up and down with his stuff right there, so we like it. Folks, if you want to find more ways to support Signature Esports, if you want a t-shirt or something like that, please get a hold of me. Join the Discord, and be some links that I can share with everybody. We got hats, we got bathing suits, I've got Let's Go t-shirts, the logos and all that stuff. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find the perfect foundation to support. And something that I'd like to do is support something like single-family homes, where we can maybe try to find a charity that helps with housing or electric or something like that, or utilities. Not just locally. I mean, locally in my area, we have something that's called CADV, the Citizens Against Domestic Violence, and we do little things for them every year. But I'd like to do something that is more on a bigger scale. Maybe something that we can do to make sure that nobody goes without a bed, or nobody goes without a single-family homes are rough. I mean, I grew up in a single-family home. My mom had to work 3 jobs throughout the week just to support myself and my siblings, and so something like that. I love my community, and want to be able to do more. Beverly coming around, 31 to 130, and they're trying to make this thing work. We have a stage break here in just a little bit. Jesse Wise still trying to rebound here. He had a great fast qualifying lap right up there with Mark Beverly. And as the tires have worn in, he finds himself on the same lap times. Just the restarts are what shoved him back a little bit here. Rich Holland up to 4th here. Will Rhino drops back to 6th now. He's under fire from that Toyota behind him. The Toyota drives up the racetrack. Whoa! That is nothing. There's nothing more nerve-wracking. Ooh, 17 side by side with the 69. They almost get into it there. And Will's going to be able to battle back here. 33 at 130, the side-by-side racing of the two drivers. 17's got to keep it off the right quarter panel. I think Jesse needs to reset, refresh on that one. Go back at it in a second, because Will was kind of running him down the racetrack there a little bit. He was running him tight. He defended his position. There was nothing wrong with what he did. Just, it makes you nervous, especially if you get tight in the corner. You don't want to roll off the corner and drift up the racetrack and take you both out. As Jesse Wise rolls into the bottom. You can't drive straight into the corner here at Dover. You can't carry the speed off the corner like you want to. You have to drop into the corner, even if you're passing, or try to make an outside line pass. And now Jesse's going to have to settle right at the moment and try to find a way around the 17. Biggest battle going on right now. Dougie Higgins Jr. in 3rd, trying to track down Nick Lawrence. Nick Lawrence able to hold on. Tyler Beverly, first driver, 1 lap down. At the 41 right there. He would be your lucky dog at the moment. But Pat Baldwin, he's got a little bit of time between he and the 13. 36 at 130. Rightfoot.exe. I love it, Cody. The 09 out there. Maybe that's what SDK needs to name the driver information app. Rightfoot.exe. Maybe I'm change that. And change the name of that, right? And send it to, when I send it to everybody again. I like it. I like it. Might have to steal that, Cody. Sorry. Not sorry. Tag S N S. Sorry, not sorry. 38 to 130. Rolling the corner. Nick Lawrence in 2nd. Dougie Higgins Jr. in 3rd. Rich Holland in 4th. Beverly, the elder of the Beverleys, the 22. There's Big Haas driving his Ford. He says, give me a snow plow and we'll roll it. I'll throw the caution on the complete lap 40. 17 into the wall there. And now a little nose damage for Jesse Wise from getting into the back. 17 ran tight into the corner. Got a little free, a little spiciness going on there. Will did a great job defending his position. At a certain point, if you run run somebody too hard, and you're seeing that with the 69. Right now, Kevin Winker going to the bottom. If you run somebody too tight, as the stage will end here, Mark Beverly will be your stage winner. You can find yourself up next to that wall real fast, real quick, in a hurry, and especially whenever these tires start to wear out. Everybody's going to come to pit road. Everybody's going to get fuel, and everybody's going to get tires. Anthony, thank you for the share out there. Much love to you. Cheryl, thank you for the share. Appreciate you as well. You are all absolutely amazing. Keep rolling. Mark Beverly, stage 1 winner, and they'll go to pit road. They'll rehash, reset, and do it all again here in just a moment. And we'll be back with you in just a second. They'll line it back up. We'll do it again. Lights are off at the pace truck. We're going to go back at it here. Going to be Beverly Lawrence, Dougie Higgins Jr., Rich Holland. So some new faces inside the top 5 trying to battle back and compete. Will Rhino will be in the outside row in 6th. Haas Beverly will be in 5th there to the inside. And we'll be able to rock and roll here. Reminder, go to thebutkicker.com. Butt Kicker, feel what you've been missing. Promo code AOR20, Alpha Oscar Romeo, the number 2, the number 0. And check them out. Absolutely fantastic. Helps out the league. And just great things. Beverly ready to roll? Full send, stage 2, green flag. Dougie Higgins Jr. to the inside, 18. Drops down just a little bit right there on the corner exit. He's all good, though. He's ready to rock and roll. Haas Beverly in the 22 in a full send mode. 17 to the back bumper. Tries to get to the inside. Trying to carry the corner. Hits the bottom of the apron. Not going to be able to hold on to that. 30's going to rebound to the outside. Nathan Dahl in the 13, up 13 spots in that number 30. Rolls the corner naturally there as he's able to carry forward. 17. Able to clear the corner is going to be good. He's still in that middle lane. Trying to roll into the corner. And some drivers utilizing that outside lane to try to get themselves right there with him. And the 77 almost has that bumper clear of him. 17 trying to roll inside. We'll try to get faster here. The 77 to the outside and rolling that outside. Kevin Winker trying to get faster as well. He's trying to work himself back up there to the front. As he rolls into the corner, up one spot from the start of the race, but nothing bad about it. Mark Beverly into the wall. Caution's going to come out. Huge pile up. Dougie Higgins Jr., your race leader. And the big one happens here at Dover. Holy cow. We were watching all the action in the back, and I missed what happened to the race leader and Dougie Higgins Jr. He's going to have to tow and put himself on pit road. Caution comes out on lap 47. Trying to back it up here just a little bit. This was tight race for the lead right here. We'll go to Dougie here and see what happened. 41 there to the bottom. Egg shapes the bottom. Gets himself to the... tries to get himself to the inside of the 13. Gets to the back right quarter panel, and Dougie Higgins Jr. sends Mark Beverly around the racetrack. And what I mean around the racetrack, this was a hard hit. Right here, we'll go to chase view. Watch quarter speed here. Dougie gets right to the back quarter panel, looks to go low, and then just ever so slightly gets his bumper right to the back quarter panel. And the 13 down to the bottom, gets into pit road. Tries to correct it, and when you're down here, there's only one way this track wants to spit you. That's straight up into the wall. And a hard hit, and then all of a sudden, there's Rich Holland, Haas Beverly, everybody trying to stop and avoid, and Mark trying to get that truck rolling forward, and not going to happen. So on pit road, Mark Beverly is, so is Rich Holland. These drivers head to toe. And no doubt, a frustrating moment. But I get to do it. 13. He was your stage winner. And now he's going to be the recipient of my helicopter award. Ouch. Full send. Mike Miller, your race leader, now as I do believe Dougie Higgins Jr., tail end of the field here. Your lucky dog would have been, I see Tyler got the lucky dog last time by, I do believe. So Tyler is, nope, Tyler would have been your lucky dog. I think he was involved too. I think a lot of these drivers were involved. So there's not much they can do. Jesse Calloway on pit road. Pat Baldwin leaving pit road here. He will be 2 laps down at the moment. Mark on pit road, waiting for that truck to get repaired, and Rich Holland doing the same thing. 77 of Mike Miller is going to be your race leader here. And when we restart, the Great Digger will take that flag. I do believe he's going to be there to the, I think he's elected high side. That's absolutely awesome. Big ol' Oof. The big one so soon. You aren't lying. Well, it was a lot of trucks. There were 6 or 7 trucks involved, some of them having to use fast repairs. And absolutely insane to see. Miller, Winker, Mines, Smith, Patton, Prince. That'll be your top 6. The lights are off on the pace truck. We're going to go back to it again with roughly about 78 laps to go here. And we're not done. That one hurt me. It wasn't, there was nothing intentional about what Dougie was doing. He got his nose to the back quarter panel, and it's rough. It's rough to look at, rough to see. He was trying to get his nose to the inside. He was trying to set himself up to the corner. Just, sometimes when you misjudge a corner, that's exactly what happens. And he's an experienced driver. I mean, we're talking his I rating's 2869. He's an A-class 233. It's nothing about that says that he didn't know what he was doing. He did. He just, unfortunate. Green flag. Miller gets into the corner. The first driver to elect the high line here, but Kevin Winker's going to capitalize with a little bit better restart. Mines to the inside of the 77. 77 up into the wall right there. A little bit of wall scrape. A little Dover stripe. Mines drops into the corner. Tries to carry the speed on the exit. 42 of Kevin Winker trying to make it work here. Chevy rolling. 54, 130. Joey Mines to the bottom side. Trying not to be tied off the corner. Here it passes. Now's the time to do it. 77 right there to the back bumper. It's insanity. Mines. A look from his rear quarter panel here. You see how these trucks want to push up the racetrack. And as they push up the racetrack, what happens to them is that the drop-in doesn't work as near as well. 77, that's the egg shape that I was talking about. And as Joey Mines right behind the 42 of Kevin Winker, these two drivers try to roll the corner. Mike Miller behind. Here's the 77. He lost a little bit of ground, but watch what he does to try to make up the ground. Look out, everybody runs that second lane and then tries to exit low. Watch the low. This is fantastic view of what an egg shape is. And he's closing down a little bit of that distance. We're trying to at least, tight off the corner. Right next to the wall. Gets into the wall just a little bit there. Trying to save it. Nelly. David Smith now 3 wide in the Dover. Nick Lawrence trying to rebound as well. He's got that second lane working for him. 67% fuel puts these drivers very much at a 40 to 50 lap range here. What about 33 on 35% fuel at Rockingham? So we're looking at high speeds and quite a few laps. They will have to make a green flag pit stop. I don't think they can. They're not going to be able to make it to the end. That's for sure. Kevin Winker roll the corner. Joey Mines behind. Caleb Patton in the 27. Nick Lawrence in the 18. Mike Miller in the 77. Got a rebound here. Dave Smith was 3 wide there for a moment. Now Dougie Higgins Jr. from the back to the front once again. Trying to push the boundaries of his truck. Gets right to the back quarter panel. He's got to make sure he doesn't do the same thing he did before. You got to get that truck nose clear as you roll inside. Right now, Dougie Higgins Jr. going for 5th here in the 77. Still fast here. Kevin Winker out front by half second. Pretty darn close to it. Joey Mines trying to close down some of that distance. Caleb Patton trying to roll into the corner. The 27 rolling very smoothly. Mark Beverly back out on the racetrack. Try to look for a free pass situation here. Pat Baldwin is 2 laps down. Tyler Beverly a lap down. Jesse Wise in the 69 trying to roll. He's got a whole lot of nose damage from that incident. And he had to use that fast repair. He's been involved in 2, no fault to his own. Thinking of winning midnight cast auctions for being a part of the old-fashioned Asphalt Outlaws Racing Series. You see the 24 of Mines try to close in at P2 position, but Kevin Winker smooth sailing so far, 2 3/4 second. Nick Lawrence trying to close into that gap as well. He came in at 49, took some damage repair and got some tires taken care of. That looks pretty darn good. Dougie Higgins Jr. back to 5th where he started. And try to get into the corner the right way. We all have accidents, folks. Right now, this time by will be halfway. Kevin, 1.3 seconds. He is smooth sailing right now. Let us take a look at some stuff. Season stats. Mark Beverly with 9 wins. Kevin Winker, your race leader right now with 4. He is trying to make that 5 wins. Bill Hales has a win in this series. Corey Chaney has a win in the series as well. Kevin Winker has the most stage wins. 5 to Mark Beverly's 4. Now, after today, Mark has 4 stage wins. Bill Hales has 2. Dougie Higgins Jr. has 1. Dave Smith has 1. Converse, Hattenbach, and Hegel all have 1. 1 apiece as well. And point standings, that's what I was looking at. Winker in the 42. Second in points, his 17 playoff points. The cutoff line goes to Tyler Puckett right now, with Jeremy Talley in 16th. Dakota England in 17th. Strickland in 18th. Caleb Patton in 19th. And then Mike Miller in 20th. Let's see. Points separated for the cutoff line by 3 points. Tyler Puckett has a 3-point lead over Jeremy Talley. And Pat Baldwin, you have 3rd, you're in 13th. Yeah, it's going to be good. Schedule coming up. Let's see what Dover today. Texas Motor Speedway is going to be next week. That'll be the last regular season race. And the playoffs begin on May 13th. Which will be a lot of fun. At least I think it'll be a lot of fun. Dougie trying to roll the corner. Fastest driver on the racetrack right now. It's going to be Kevin Winker. Dougie Higgins Jr. making up some of that around 71 and 130. Will Rhino in 5th here under fire from Mark Beverly, who's trying to get his black back by himself. He says, give it back. I want it. 13, 17 side by side. Pat Baldwin almost on the same lap with Mark Beverly. And about 15 seconds separate those two drivers. 13 gets around to 17. 13 does have the had that pit. Had to toe the pit, so it's a good thing for him to be able to do that. The faster you get on pit road, the faster you can get out of pit road. He did come out 3 laps down, but that was 3 laps under caution, so it takes a little bit of time to drive around this racetrack. Mines and a 13 rolling. Dougie Higgins Jr. rolling in P3 up 2. Biggest mover of the race is Nathan Dahl up 11. So the 19th is an 8th. Folks, if you love life, make sure you full send it. Hashtag full send in the chat for me, because I tell you what, if you don't full send life, you can find yourself in whatever situation you're going to be in, and know that realistically, you got to live life in full send mode. Never know what tomorrow's going to bring. And that's how you do it. Nick Lawrence, faster than your race leader last time by 0.2 of a second. Dougie Higgins Jr. by almost a quarter second. Mines rolls a 25-second lap last time by as well, 25.18. Kevin Winker, 25.02. Fastest laps on the race. Let's take a look here. Best time is going to roll into... I'm looking. Dougie Higgins Jr. No, I like Mark Beverly. Nobody's hit that 22.9 mark. I could have sworn somebody was going to hit it. Mark Beverly, fastest lap of the race. That was very early on. But now has an opportunity here to try to drop into the corner. He is right behind Dougie Higgins Jr. and trying to drive himself around this racetrack to get himself some of that time back that he has. Very easy to do on... Here's the last times for the drivers. Very easy to do when you're up to speed. It's harder to do when you're under caution. So unfortunate circumstances with the two that were battling for the lead, but this sets up right now. Kevin Winker, you see the last time by the 42, 25.10. And that gap that was over 2 seconds now starting to slow, starting to try to appear to be closing in here. Lawrence now has gained about 0.3 of a second, but Kevin's not done yet. 79 of 130, getting closer to that 50-lap mark. These drivers are just having a big old slugfest with the Miles the Monster here at Dover. This track is a ton of fun to drive, and no matter what vehicle you're in, it's a little bit free in the Cup cars. I love it though. I love this track. This is of the tracks to be driving. This is one of the ones that I truly enjoy. I think we're picking up the pace this last time by, as everybody behind him is starting to find some pace. Dougie Higgins Jr. closing in some distance here to second and third. He is the fastest driver on the racetrack at the moment. Next to Mark Beverly behind him. Mark Beverly, of course, some fresher tires and a brand new truck. Trying to make his line work the best that he can. Do like his new paint scheme. I like that. All good things. Folks, if you haven't done so, keep the chats lively. I want to hear what you have to say. I want to read what you have to say. How are you all doing out there? Cody, how's race control going? Is it eventful? And fix some alerts there. Now they're working. There's a whole lot. It's catching up, so sorry, folks. You're going to see a lot of alerts. All right, they're going to be doing their thing. I'm going to leave it on exciting. They should be coming to pit road here in just a moment. I am going to pause the vocals for just a moment. Much love to you. I'll be right back with you. It's going to be fun. Those alerts are still going. Holy cow. Caleb Patman of 27. There's Jesse Wine right behind him. Wine's able to rebound here. He's starting to figure some things out, I do believe. He's got that nose on lock here. Caleb, a little bit cleaner truck, has some right side damage. These two are trying to battle it out just a little bit here into the corner of turn one. All right, the alert's done. Dougie Higgins Jr. takes over the lead. Nick Lawrence back a couple of spots here. As Tyler Beverly goes another lap down. Mark Beverly still trying to make it work as well on the 13. Rolls in 15th here behind your race leader of Dougie Higgins Jr. The pass for the lead happened on lap 82. Here's what happened when that happened. And that was on 82 when he went around Nick Lawrence for second. And then I think Kevin went to pit road, and that's what made his line work. And then when Kevin came to pit road, Dougie Higgins Jr. made that work for himself. 2.7 seconds for the 41. That separates he and Nick Lawrence. Kevin Winker in on pit road this time by. He is going to be able to make that work. Keith Prince doing the same thing. Nathan Dahl here in the number 30. He's in fourth. Haas Beverly in third. And hopefully no caution comes out. That's we want to see green flag pit stops. Big Z's. You try to make it work, right? Nick Lawrence going to lead here. Here's the 18. Big Z's. I get it. You know, sometimes it becomes really, 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 really exciting. And things happen. And then all of a sudden, boom. There you go. James, thank you very much. Thank you for the shares. Much love to you. Thank you for the likes out there as well. You got to go check out Manbird Racing. It's got this cool intro. Tyler Beverly trying to make it a pit road. Had to lock up the tires there. It's a tough pit road. You got to get down to 40 miles an hour here at Dover. It's tough. I did reach out, James. I did reach out to Ty as well. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make him something. I need to get his logo and do all that stuff. Just kind of do the same thing with you. I reached out to him, and then life got a hold of me. Jesse Wise, your race leader here, came in on lap 50. Still carrying forward. Not doing too bad. Nathan Dahl, Nick Lawrence on pit road. Kevin Winker would be your race leader. Dougie Higgins Jr. not far off of him, though. And Winker passing Nick Lawrence here. Nathan Dahl still in on pit road here. Now Jesse Wise comes to pit road as Nathan Dahl is on pit road. And they're all making it work. Thank you for the immense... Hey, if you don't mind, thank you, thank you, thank you. M&A Chairs Motorsports out there. Looks like another great boat ride. Thank you so much out there. Much love to you. It's been pretty... For the race that it is, it's Dover. I hate to say it. We've had a couple of cautions, but it's been pretty uneventful. Miles has been pretty tame. Jesse Wise into pit road. The right sides and the left sides. Kevin Winker will take over the lead here. This pit lane looks to be absolutely insane. And now the 69 will come off pit road here. Try to catch back up to the rest of the field. Dougie Higgins Jr. in full send mode. 96 of 130. James, I'd love it. I'd send it on over. I'd appreciate it if you did that. We'll just throw something together for him and see if he likes it. The price isn't any different, just so you know. So I appreciate that. Got a little extra graphic work, some intro videos and stuff like that, folks. What I do for a living is exactly that. I'm in media and graphic design and photography. I own Signature Photography and printing here and Signature Media here at the old Lake of the Ozarks. It's a company I own. And we are post-pandemic building. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm calling it. Kevin Winker, super fast, super strong, trying to make it work. And Dougie's going to have to really push that truck. He's got about 31 laps to do so, completing lap 99. And holy cow. Winker's just getting faster. We can take a look at the last 5 lap times in comparison of Winker and Higgins. Higgins better on 98 and 99, but on 96 and 97, that was all Winker. We'll see this time by 23.931. I think the tires are wearing pretty heavily here. Kevin might try to save a little bit here on the tire wear so that way he can get himself into the corner. Higgins in second, trying to get to the bottom of Pat Baldwin here, the number 7 machine. There's the dude wipes forward, little free. You see him get a little bit sideways on the high line there. That's Pat Baldwin in the number 7 machine. We like Pat. We like them all. We like everybody. We like Nick. We like Will Rhino. We like Caleb Patton. We like the Beverleys, you know, because they're awesome. Dougie Higgins Jr. Doug's been in my chat for what a while, and glad to see him out here racing and doing his thing. Kevin Winker, fantastic dude. Out of the drivers in here, Kevin Hayes. There's a whole Rich Holland, of course, we love the Spicy Man. He's out of the race. Bill Hill's out of the race. We love Bill. Bill's an amazing dude. Bill and Melanie, absolutely fantastic. Love to see him in chat. Love to see what they do. Winker trying to hold on, because 104 of 130, and those laps are ticking away. And what he needs a whole lot. Is to make sure that his line is going to be consistent. Right now, Mark Beverly is still fast. He is 3 laps down to Mike Miller. Keith Prince on the lead lap here. Last driver on the lead lap, the number 3 truck, is Jesse Wise in front of him, trying to make some ground up there. David Smith in 10th here, the number 67 machine. Has a little bit of right side damage. You can see the right side damage on these trucks because of the way the flat kind of looks. The way that these new truck models work is the top right of the truck looks like it's just absolutely banged in. That's David Smith. Let's go on the gyro can. You'll see right there. I see that from the outside of from the outside view, and that's what they are having to look at. So when they're inside their cockpit view, they look at the right side of the truck. They're like, and sometimes they can throw your marker off. Jesse Wise making a pass for 10th as David Smith falls back a spot. And the butt kicker, 24 laps to go here. Ready to rock and roll. Tire wear is so bad. That's what I've heard. Folks, I only race hosted races with folks who want me to get in and kind of be that guest driver, so to speak. I try to call the races, but that's what I've heard. I do keep up on the iRacing communities so that way I can, or the forums, not necessarily the Facebook communities anymore, because I see so much toxicity in some of the communities that I just don't want to read that. So here lately I've been just sticking to the forums about patch notes and stuff like that for the iRacing platform, and sometimes as reliable as it can be, sometimes it's just what you see, and that's what I look at. 22 laps to go. Kevin Winker holding a 1.18 second lead over Dougie Higgins Jr. at a 2. Mark Beverly trying to rebound, get himself to Mike Miller to get another spot. Mike in a 77, down low here. Something happened to him. He is coming to pit lane. He has a whole lot of inside damage there. Wow. I'm going to rewind this. We're going to see what happened. No. He is very slow on the bottom of the racetrack. Oh, it looks like he might have just gotten free off the corner here. Got tied up next to the wall. He did. Came up. Little. Ooh. Kevin, 20 laps to go. Now, Mark trying to get another position. He's in 13th now. Mike Miller on pit road. And so, barring 2 cautions, Mark will finish right there. Dougie Higgins Jr., though, utilizing that progression of speed to get himself to the back of Kevin Winker. I do believe Dougie has found his racetrack here and try to do himself some justice for points here for the playoffs. 13 to the inside, 41 to the high side. 41 drives the high line, 13 trying to clear the race leader, but the 41's going to have a run to the outside, keeps the outside line running. And if this isn't a Chase Elliott move, I don't know what it is. Kind of cool. 13 holding the inside. 42 out front, 17. This is tough. Patience is going to be a big key here. 13 to the inside of the 41. 41's going to have to drop into the corner when he has a clear moment. But Winker able to hold on, making sure that these drivers run the high side. 13 gets a little bit of freeness there on the inside lane. Hard to run the inside lane and be that way. 42, 41, 13 on the bottom, trying to get his lap back. Hard to do in this situation when you have 2 trucks trying to run the outside lane and they are battling for the lead. Kevin Winker, whoa. Insanity. And Dougie is doing all that he can right now. They've got Caleb Patton coming up. Some more lap traffic. Dougie trying to keep the nose out of the back bumper of the 42 here. Ooh, gets tight in the corner. Dougie trying to go to the pass here on the inside, 3 wide. And now the pass for the lead is going to look like that. Man, it was tight. 42 mid lane here. Dougie able to save behind the 42. Is going to make the pass pretty easily there. Once Mark cleared him, and now Mark's smooth sailing in front of Dougie Higgins Jr. No doubt. The contact between the 2 drivers before, non-incidental. It wasn't done on purpose. It was just oops, I did that wrong. But sometimes you can slow somebody up. You can slow the roll of the driver. And Dougie Higgins Jr. looking to do just that. 13 is running that inside lane, trying to get himself around the 42 there. The 42 just kind of worked in his favor to be able to hold off some tires. Now Dougie Higgins Jr. will be back under fire here a little bit. What's your favorite driver out there driving? Well, there it is. Race leader in a Ford, Chevy behind. Ford in the form of Haas Beverly, who's in 3rd here, having a phenomenal run. Nick Lawrence in 4th in a Toyota. Trying to work right to the back. Whoa, he's down low. Way down low. Free off the corner. 22 rolls that mid egg shape. Good exit off the corner for both the drivers. 18 trying to carry a little bit more speed. Mines in 5th here, off 1 from the start of the race. 10 laps to go. And Dougie Higgins Jr. back to the inside of the 13. Kendra, thank you for the like out there. Much love to you. And these 2 drivers trying to roll that corner nicely. 41's going to try to clear here. Not going to be able to do it. 13's going to be right there side by side of the quarter panel. 41 is now clear. And now 9 laps to go. Kevin Winker trying to get that 5th win of the season. Dougie Higgins Jr. up here trying to just blow him out of the water just a little bit. Haas Beverly in third here, under fire from Nick Lawrence. Dougie Higgins Jr. pulling the 13 along. Mark Beverly was 3 laps down. Caleb Patton, first driver off the lead lap. He's going to be 1 lap down. Has the 7 of Pat Baldwin to the inside as the 7 and 27 go at it for lap consistency here. Every position counts, that's for darn sure. Dougie Higgins Jr. closing the distance, 13 to the back bumper. Mark's still fast. Mark came in on pit road on 91, a little bit more. Sorry, that's Tyler. Mark came in on 91. Dougie Higgins Jr. came in on 92. Mark was trying to get himself a little bit more level of the pace here. Towards the end of this race, Dougie Higgins Jr. just trying to keep it consistent, keep it clean. 41 makes it 5 laps to go. Nick Lawrence got himself around the 22. And so he's going to be able to make that pass. And Haas Beverly, who came in at 92, has 1 lap older tires than the 18 who came in at 93. Nick's trying to hold off. Haas Beverly back to the inside. Nick closes the door on that inside pass there. 18 a little free off the corner. What's hard about Dover is that you get into the corner. When you get into the corner, if that driver in front of you is lifted any, you have to double take and make sure that you're lifting the right way. So kind of make it the way it works. Dougie Higgins Jr. to the inside of the 67 here. Dave Smith going a lap down. That is for 10th. It's now the 13. Tracks the inside lane. 41, 3 laps to go. 13 trying to get his lap back here. 2.5 seconds between he and Winker. I just let 13 go. 13 have that lap. 45 of Tyler Beverly high up on there. Whoa, man. 13 into his teammate of Tyler Beverly. 2 laps to go. Hopefully he keeps the caution's going to come out. And now Dougie Higgins Jr. with Kevin Winker and Nick Lawrence, Haas Beverly. They're going to have a mano-a-mano full send kind of moment. Third caution for incident for the race. Thank you to Nerds Doing Nerd. Thanks for being my caution sponsor. Much love to him. Here it is. 45 to slow in the corner, and he's not as fast as the 41. 41 takes the inside lane, does a great job, and the 13 just into the back of, and then into Dave Smith, and now Tyler Beverly down to the bottom of the racetrack there. He's just trying to hold on to it, and he's just slow enough on the bottom of the racetrack with a blown engine that iRacing says, no, sir. Everybody to pit road. Keith Prince will be your lucky dog. So he'll be able to battle for position here. David Smith will look for a free pass. Caleb Patton. Mark Beverly, 13. He's going to be looking for a free pass as well. The race off pit road. Shows Kevin Winker out front. That one extra pit stall made it work for him. Dougie Higgins Jr. will restart second. So Kevin, an opportunity here. Very fast, very early. Dougie is fast as well. Nick Lawrence there. Haas Beverly there as well. Green-white checkered coming up. Here's a word from my sponsors.
From Mortar to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Caution of the race, third for incident, one for stage. Of course, your stage winner. Way back when was the old Mark Beverly, who finds himself 2 laps down, got into his teammates, Tyler Beverly there, and just unfortunate circumstances. Kevin Winkers, your race leader here, will choose the inside lane on the restart. And no doubt he's going to have to do it. 2 attempts at a green-white checkered here at Dover. So what that means is that they'll take the green flag. If a caution doesn't come back out between then and the time they take the white flag, then the next flag will end that race. If they get a caution beforehand, before they take the white flag, then they will rack 'em, stack 'em, and do it one more time. Thank you to Butt Kicker, thebuttkicker.com. Promo code AOR20. Thank you to my sponsors, Nerds Do Nerd Things podcast, and of course, roastedgems.com. We love them, we appreciate them, and all of them. Let's see. The Winning Bin Diecast Auctions, MLO Bros, Facebook podcast, Big House Motorsports, Asphalt Outlaws Racing, iRacing.com, Green White Checkered. Timing's going to be everything. Full send. Green flag. Right about now. Woo! Man, the drag race is on. Into the corner they go. 41, full send. To the high side, trying to clear the 42. 41-42, side by side for the lead here. As right now, Dougie Higgins Jr. trying to edge out the 42. 42 to the bottom side. 18 rolling the corner. Joey Mines back up in the mix. Dougie Higgins Jr. here to take the white flag. Is going to do so and clear the 42 on the last lap. Winker not done yet. A bump and run still possible here. He hits the bottom of the apron. Tries to come up and close the distance. Into the corner they go. 18 down the block. Trying to save his third position here. Dougie Higgins Jr. has a phenomenal restart there, and as he does so, he's going to win this race. 41-42 ran each other tight there. And Dougie Higgins Jr. runs the fastest lap of the race on the last lap of the race. (23-1-0). As that 22-year-old from Great Bend, Pennsylvania celebrates, he's going to be able to rock it out here at Dover. What a great finish to that race. That was awesome. And no doubt celebrating in style. Dougie Higgins Jr., your race winner. Kevin Winker in second. Nick Lawrence in third. Mines in fourth. Dahl in fifth. Rhino, Prince, Wise, Beverly, Calloway. That'll be your top 10. Patton Smith, Mark Beverly in 13th. There's Pat Baldwin. He's going to finish in 14th. Tyler Beverly in 15th. Then Miller Holland and Bill Hales. Bill wrapped up really early there, and unfortunate. Thank you to Cody and Eric out there. Wrote the numbers, making sure everybody minds their P's and Q's. As the demo derby and NASCAR starts to, or the iRacing officials get out there and take care of their thing. Man, let's talk to our drivers here. That's going to be the big factor. Let's talk to them. I'm waiting for them to join. Race winner Dougie Higgins Jr. finishes in the lead, had the best lap of the race on the last lap of the race. Dougie, congratulations on the race win here.
Jason, thank you. Thank you.
All right, let's turn you up a little bit here on my end so that way I can get my chat doing the thing. All right, go for it.
How are we?
I'm good, man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. Congratulations, man. That was a heck of a drive off there at the end.
Yeah, I managed to get a really good jump on Kevin when the green dropped and just held him as tight as I could to the bottom there's, and he just pushed, got loose, and I just drove off and kept it cool. I had to rebound, a little bit of adversity. I apologize to Mark. I'll have to run it back and see exactly what the angles were on that.
You just got a little bit to the backcourt penny. You were clear to drop in, and you were setting yourself up for the corner. Very hard racing incident. Unfortunate for both of you, but it gives you a chance to battle back and showed that you deserved it there. It was just a zigzag moment. You guys were just running two different lines, and you were trying to get ready to set yourself up, drop in the corner. You were just a little bit too close.
Yeah, just a tough racing incident, and you'll have that when you're going for it.
Especially at Dover. I mean, Dover's
yes.
Dover's the track for that. I love Dover for that reason because you can run people tight. You can have some tight racing. I mean, you and Kevin Winker did that for a little bit, and some of the other drivers did so as well. It was absolutely just phenomenal to watch.
I will have to admit, I did not hit the wall once all race, so I'm very proud of that one thing, and that's it.
Well, you didn't tame the.
That is a very tough feat here.
You tamed Monster without having to try to hit the wall.
That's take miles down. I did take miles down.
I love it, man. Congratulations, Dougie, on the race win here. No doubt, good points day for you. Give your shout outs, my man. And looking forward to next week at Texas to end the regular season. Sorry, go ahead.
You're good. I just want to thank you first, the Beverleys and Cody, the Winning Bid Diecast Auctions, MLO Bros podcast, my buddy Isaac Smallwood for all of his help pre-race, teaching me how to drive this track because I was terrible. And Eric, my teammate, he wasn't able to race tonight. He spotted me the rest of the way out, and that was very helpful as well. So thank you to all of them. And thank you to you again. And we are ready to go to Texas.
It's going to be a ton of fun. Dougie, we will see you next week. Congratulations.
Thank you. Take care.
That's the man. He wins it. The guy who battled back and forth all day. He was leading laps. He was dodge. I don't know. What is it? Kevin, do you know that phrase? I don't know. Kevin Winker finishes
dodge something. I don't know.
Yeah. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a dodgeball. Kevin, congratulations on the P2 finish. I know you were looking for that fifth win of the season. And Dover being just the track of all tracks, tire wear is a huge factor. Late race caution, an opportunity. You win the race off pit road. The restart was probably the best restart of NASCAR in this of this season, especially for Dover.
Yeah, I had nothing for Dougie and Mark. Those guys had trucks on rails, so I just kind of got lucky when Mark got wrecked or whatever, and then Dougie got past there on that long run, and I was happy with second. I mean, I'll take second all day, good points day. So I had nothing for him. I thought maybe I beat him off pit road. Maybe I would have something, but he got a hell of a restart, so kind of side by side there, and he took over. But overall, good points race heading into the regular season finale next week.
Yeah, Texas, a good racetrack. You guys have been very strong at Texas as well. The 1.5 mile tracks seemingly kind of make or break the race. But next week, I think we're going to see some flat out racing because Texas is it's a lift full throttle.
Yeah, it's not one of my favorite ones. Turn one and two, I still can't figure out. It's so tricky there. And I mean, 3 and 4, you're pretty much wide open, but 1 and 2 is real tricky. And every race I do there, I still can't figure it out. So I'm just kind of open for the good points night again. I think I made up some ground on Mark tonight. Yeah, I think he had finished 13th or 12th, so it should be closer in the points. So it should be him and I coming down next week, and we'll see what happens next week.
We're looking for a regular season champion, and the way that we do that is we have a duel. I want you guys to get jousting sticks and shields for your trucks, and then you're going to start at one end of the track. And then, no, totally joking. Kevin, congrats on a P2 finish here, my man, and give your shout-outs out there. It's always your time.
I just want to first, sorry to Bill Hales. I got tight there in that first caution and caused that and got him in the wall, and then I seen him disconnected. So sorry to see that happen. I just got tight there. And then Dougie on his first win. I know he's been working hard all year getting that. Well, his first points win. I know he won the All-Star race, but his first points win. So shout out to him. Then shout out to the sponsors, the MLO Bros, Youngtowns Podcast, Butt Kicker, Winning Bid Diecast Auctions, the Beverleys, all the guys put this on. Cody, RC, you in the booth, always killing it. My buddies, Brandon and Justin. And then whoever else is tuning in, cheer me on, and hopefully it's a good race to watch, and we'll go see what we can do next week.
It's going to be a ton of fun. Kevin, congratulations, and definitely see you next week.
Sounds good. Thank you. Have a good night.
Always. That's the man himself, the number 42, and then Nick Lawrence finishes in third. He is down in the chat with everybody down there, so we try to wait for the top 3 to get up there and do their thing. It's completely up to them. But nothing bad about his drive off there as well. He started third, and that's exactly where he finished. So what a great race for him. Great race for everybody. Dover's always a great racetrack, no matter how you look at it. So we can always appreciate everybody and appreciate what they do. Great Bend, Pennsylvania has a proud moment here for iRacing as the number 41 of Dougie Haynes Jr. Makes this work, makes it his own, and it's going to be a ton of fun. Thank you to everybody out there watching. Thank you to all the sponsors for the series. Again, the MLO Bros, the Winning Bid Diecast Auctions, Big House Motorsports. Of course, you can't have a league without your sponsors, and you can't have a league without the league itself. So thank you to the Beverleys and all the folks over there running the league for having me on board, and thank you to everybody out there for doing what you do. Much love to you, folks. We'll see you in the next one.
From Mortar to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.